from executive session at 10:27 p.m. where we discussed personnel. I need a motion to approve Lee Keeley as Joe Walker Elementary School Principal per the terms and conditions of the McGuffey School District Compensation Plan for school administrators and supervisors at a salary of $77,938 prorated for the 2023-2024 school year, and authorize the administration to post and advertise if necessary for his current position.
So moved.
Second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries.
I would like to take the opportunity to invite up to the podium Mr. Luke Healy and congratulate him first. Luke has done an outstanding job in so many ways, but I'm just going to speak to one of those at the high school. Luke recognizes that he has a presence about him. Right? It's easy to see when you see Luke and you see him in the halls, but he's always made himself someone who's approachable. Open door policy in his office when you walk by, and the thing that I appreciate from an administrative standpoint, I use the expression every year when we talk as an administrative team, make me aware of the landmines. Make me aware of things that you probably think I know but don't. And to the extent where Luke is looking around the community, he's looking around Pennsylvania, he says, hey, this is just what happened at this school, I want you to be aware. So I appreciate that. He's going to be such a great asset. The team down there at Joe Walker is looking for that kind of stability that he's going to present to them. And so with that, Luke, we'll continue.
Thank you guys very much for the opportunity. I was blessed in July 2021 when I was hired initially. I had a great mentor in Mr. Bonus who has taught me more than I could possibly imagine. And I know that this is an absolute blessing, and Joe Walker's in good hands, and we will go great places. So thank you again for this opportunity. I greatly appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Motion to hire Timothy Joyce as assistant principal with a salary of $65,000 subject to assignment currently to high school, and per the terms and conditions of the McGuffey District Compensation Plan for school administrators and supervisors, pending receipt of all required clearances, Act 168 verifications, and medical exams.
So moved. Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries.
Mr. Bose?
I'd like to introduce everybody. I wasn't there for interviews to Mr. Timothy Joyce. Mr. Joyce comes to us directly from Cannon McMillan High School, where he's a social studies teacher. Previously to teaching at Cannon Mac, he taught at Washington High School. So he's been two different high schools in the local district, when he brings that experience with him, working with high school students here for multiple years. He received his master's in education administration from Point Park, his bachelor of science in secondary education and social studies from Duquesne University. And him and his wife Nicole and two daughters Harper and Ellie live in South Park. And we welcome him to the McGuffey family.
First off, thank you very much to the board, Dr. Oberg, Mr. Bonus, Mr. Healy. This process has been nothing but professional, and I definitely appreciate that. I look really forward to working with the community and being a positive presence of the school. So thank you very much.
Thank
you.
Congratulations. Need a motion to accept with regret the letter of intent to retire from Ms. Sharon Laffey effective upon the conclusion of the 23-24 school year.
So moved.
Second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries. I need a motion to accept with regret the letter of intent to retire for Mrs. Denise Lee effective upon the conclusion of the 23-24 school year.
So moved.
Second. All those in favor say aye. Sure. That's okay.
I just want to thank Ms. Lee and Ms. Laffey. I think
For years.
Dr. Oberg, Ms. Laffey 20 years, Ms. Lee 25 years.
25 years.
Yep. So I just wanted to say thank you to both of them.
And I believe they're due to be recognized tomorrow.
Ms. Lee will be.
Yeah.
25.
I have a question. It says intent to retire. do we not have to have an irrevocable letter for them to retire? I thought in the past we had that. Once they
Do you mean just the,
irrevocable? There was wording in,
We have to have irrevocable for other things.
yes, irrevocable.
irrevocable, are you asking if we need to amend the motion to be irrevocable?
No. I'm asking, this apparently is not irrevocable, if I read it correctly. Is that correct?
Hold on.
No, so there are times when a letter of resignation is irrevocable, and it's usually in relation to, when somebody's resigning for cause. And then part of the terms of their agreement is they submit an irrevocable letter of resignation. Is once you accept the resignation, it becomes binding on the board.
And that's for retirement also?
Yes.
Any other questions or discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries. Need a motion to accept with regret the resignation of
Shadia
Shadia
Delvita.
That's it, Shadia DeVito, sorry, school counselor, and authorize administration to post and if necessary advertise for the position. Second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries. Need a motion to accept with regret the resignation of Taylor Bowman, special education teacher, and authorize administration to post and if necessary advertise for the position.
So moved.
Second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries. I need a motion to accept with regret the resignation of Sarah Martin as a custodian and authorize administration to post and if necessary advertise for the position. Second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries. I need a motion to hire Stephen Long as a custodian, subject to assignment currently at the high school, and pursuant to the terms of collective bargaining agreement and pending receipt of all required clearances, medical exams, and Act 168 verifications.
So moved.
Second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries. I need a motion to approve Jordan Weaver as an additional substitute employee as presented for the 2023-2024 school year, pending receipt of all required clearances and Act 168 verifications. So moved. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries. Need a motion to approve Shannon Jill Carlisle as an additional substitute employee as presented for the 2023-2024 school year, pending receipt of all required clearances and Act 168 verifications. So moved. Second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries. I need a motion to approve Jennifer Statkus as an additional substitute cafeteria employee for the 2023-2024 school year, pending receipt of all required clearances and Act 168 verifications.
So moved.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries. Can we group 12 through 17? Or do we have to have a motion to group them?
If there's a motion to combine and approve.
So I need a motion to combine and approve the fall head coach positions, items 12 through 17.
I'll make a motion.
Second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries. So then we are on item 18. I need a motion to hire Carl Group as the site coordinator for the 2023-2024 school year, pending receipt of all required clearances.
So moved. Second.
Just for clarity, would you explain to the public what the site coordinator is?
Sure. So for each event that we have here at the school, we have individuals that are responsible for the operations of that event. So for example, you have a wrestling event here, you have someone that comes and takes care of paying the referees that come there. They're responsible for making sure the facility is open. If there's an issue with an audience member that's in participation there, they would work alongside our police to work with that. So there's multiple areas where they work, and in this case, when it says additional, just like we hired additional individuals, there are 2 individuals who are leaving, so there's a need to have more folks work as a site manager.
And it's just added to a list of multiple people
yes.
that are called. at varying times.
And they're called as needed.
All as needed.
So we need to hire another one?
Yes, yes, that's correct.
We'll probably be getting another one. Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Opposed.
Abstentions? Motion carries. Do you need a motion to approve the additional list of drivers for GD&C for the 2023-2024 school year, pending receipt of all required clearances as presented?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries. Mr. Wilson is on that list.
Yeah.
You don't have enough to do? I need a motion to approve Mrs. Renee Cambruzzi and Mr. John Laser to attend and chaperone members of the McGuffey FFA to the SLLC conference in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania on March 24th to 26th, 2024.
If I can clarify something?
Well, we need a motion and a second before we can discuss.
So moved.
Second. Okay, now you can discuss.
Yes, ma'am. So those dates are over the weekend, so there's not a need for the district to provide teachers to support those two teachers.
May I ask a question? Possibly. I was curious if potentially moving forward, maybe next year, just like how we have a budget for athletics, could there potentially be a budget set at the beginning of the year for FFA, and then anything over that, boosters, fundraisers, what have you, they could do?
You want to speak to that?
We do have budget set for FFA for specific items, yes, so they have a travel budget.
Okay, so what, go ahead.
You're gonna come out of that budget?
Yes.
Yeah. Ah, okay.
Yep.
Okay, so this is already budgeted.
Typically, the events that you're seeing here are yearly, like these are annual
Right.
events the FFA takes part in, so that's been
Right.
budgeted for that. And again, I think the reason why there wasn't a need for a teacher there was just because it's over the weekend when they're attending.
Right. So does the transportation come
Also
out of
comes
that budget too?
Transportation will come out of that budget.
So the registration, transportation all come out of that budget? Okay, thank
And
you.
just so that there's clarity, somebody asked me about the transportation cost, why isn't it listed? Well, we don't know it yet.
Right.
Because it's gonna be based on, a lot of things.
Right.
What
Right.
vehicles they take, mileage, all of that.
Right.
So we don't know what the transportation cost will be yet.
I would like to add
Oh,
something.
yeah.
I would like to add something just to make sure we're all on the same page. They are, when they're going to these events, FFA, our students are going. Our students are going, they're presenting, they're working in the event, and they're
Correct.
chaperoning them.
Right, right. I'm aware. Yes, thank you.
Any other questions or discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Roll call vote, please.
Well, I asked for abstentions, so you can abstain at that time. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
Abstain.
There we go. I need a motion to approve Charlene Badillion, Business Administrator, as Treasurer for the McGuffey School District for the 2023-2024 school year.
So moved. Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Thank you. Motion carries. Need a motion to approve the PSEA Health and Welfare Fund Vision Agreement renewal for clerical staff and para-educators effective April 1st, 2024 through March 31st, 2026 at no increase in cost.
So moved.
Second. Any discussion on that? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries. Need a motion to approve the service agreement between McGuffey School District and Dakin Applied for preventative maintenance services for the chiller at Claysville Elementary for a period of 3 years, subject to review by the solicitor. Year one total is $5,249, which is a 3% increase over the current pricing, with subsequent years also increasing 3% each year.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries. We need a motion to approve Resolution 2023-2024 number 2, authorizing the 2024-2025 Intermediate Unit 1 General Operational Budget as presented.
So moved.
Second.
So to be clear, McGuffey's contribution to that is $20,305.02. It's actually a decrease from last year, or from the current year. So. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries. I need a motion to approve a contract for the transportation of school pupils 2016-2017 between the Board of School Directors of McGuffey School District. I didn't think it right.
Let me edit.
Yeah.
Three.
2023-2024. Is that what it is?
Yes. Mhm.
So, let me rephrase. I need a motion to approve the contract for transportation of school pupils 2023 to 2024 between the Board of School Directors of McGuffey School District and Cheyenne Malik.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries. I need a motion to approve payment to Andrews and Price for the invoice dated January 31st, 2024 in the amount of $4,305 as submitted.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries. Facility use report, Dr. Ever?
Madam President, we've had A2, uses of the building, in January. 851 was school, 31 was community. The majority of that was youth, basketball and wrestling. We also had softball boosters and football boosters.
Thank you. The budget expenditure report is there for your review. The cafeteria report for the month for January is there for your review. The P-card spending summary, that is the credit card, for the month of December is there for your review. Do we have a solicitor's report?
There is no solicitor's report, Madam President.
Thank you. Do we have a Western Area Current Technology Center report?
We do. Currently, they are offering a fish fry. It started on Ash Wednesday, and it will be every Friday during Lent. You can place your orders between 10:30 a.m. and 2 p.m., pick up by 2:30. This would be the culinary department, the culinary students who will be putting all of this together. So we would be helping our students as well as the school with that. There is a flyer going around. If anybody wants it, let me know. You can just call and place your order. That's it.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
How'd you like the, you liking it okay?
Yeah,
Good.
they do. They do. Yeah, the desserts are
Now,
awesome.
are we going there in March? Or no?
So I put that to the board 3 weeks ago. I've never heard
Yeah,
from them.
Okay, I haven't heard from anybody.
So the next availability he asked of us is if we could, either start in the summer or next fall.
That's okay.
I mean, I think it'd be great for, especially the new members to, so.
They also offered a tour that same
Yeah,
time, correct?
they'll do the tour first and then we'll have, it's an excellent opportunity and they feed us well.
So if I may have, I guess, a suggestion. I know last year, including myself and some others in the community, they had concerns about when executive session was held there, potential risk of information getting out that shouldn't. I don't know that that's necessarily something that should be considered, being that we're not in our own home building, but would it be something we could do if we didn't have executive session there? Maybe hold executive
I would
session
just
another
say-
time?
Our executive session was held in a secure room.
Okay.
There was.
And I trust
I'll
that.
say that.
I just figured I'd bring it up and pose the
It wasn't
question.
out in the open anywhere. It was
Right.
out in a secured room.
Gotcha. Okay. Thank you.
Mhm. Okay, Pennsylvania School Board Association report.
I just have a couple of things, and as usual, McGuffey's always right ahead of it all. But, the new State Board Education has adopted proposed amendments to Chapter 4 Regulations of Academic Standards and Assessments that include personal finance and science, consumer science and economics, and they're just looking to upgrade, just like we were talking about with that STILL program. I think that's a great opportunity there. The next thing is they have, if I can get my things going here. I thought this one was interesting. The Educator Pipeline Support Grant Program is offering student teachers who meet minimum requirements a stipend of $10,000 if they agree to stay in the state of Pennsylvania for 3 years. I don't know if that would help any, of course, the idea is that it will help getting teachers. There's another grant for student teachers, it's $2,500. So I just thought those were both kind of interesting, because there is such a struggle to try to get, new student, or new, keep teachers. The only other thing, the training programs that are offered through, PSBA are offered, this is on their thing. Of course, they want you to take all of theirs, but, the PDE does accept others. So that's on there. That was a House bill that they had passed and looked at. And they also offer technical assistance for grants in public schools and contracted schools for, I think this is really neat, electric school buses. I'm thinking a no-go on that one, but that's kind of it. That was your laugh for tonight.
Thank you. Okay, at this time, we have public participation on agenda or non-agenda items. Chief?
Madam President, Chrissy Florian, East Findlay Township.
Good evening, everyone. Chrissy Florian, East Findlay Township. Real quick, it was requested to me that I mention that the 24th, the 25th, and the 26th of March is actually a Sunday, Monday, Tuesday for the FFA thing. I want to point that out. Anyways, I want to start with saying thank you to the staff and the teachers for making the Valentine's Day parties fun for the children. And thank you all for your hard work. I appreciate the good that you continue to do. Apparently the ice cream was a hit, and the children had a lot of fun. I also want to thank Dr. Gautrin again for his hard work and dedication that he has given the school, and just letting us, of course, he knows, we've told him he's doing a great job. Wanted to bring it to your attention that we did lose a McGuffey alumni student from the graduation class of 2021, one of my best friends that I grew up with, Candy King, and she was awesome. She'll be missed, and to keep her family and friends in your prayers, thoughts and prayers. Cell phones in this school. I can't stand the electronics in these schools, the Wi-Fi in the rooms, these kids on computers. I mentioned last month about a situation with one of my children and the teacher. Anyways, the phones are a distraction. I think that there would be a lot less issues if they were made to be put in their lockers or to be out of sight so that the children are not tempted to fiddle with them. The teachers and staff need to be on top of this situation better and stop letting the children get away with having their phones out. Another thing that I'm concerned about is when the children are supposed to be doing work on their Chromebook, they are playing games and getting away with it. This is why I do not like the idea of them being on computers throughout the school day. My daughter had mentioned to me that a boy is playing games on his computer, where of course the teacher doesn't see exactly what he's doing on his computer. He's not doing his assignments that he was given. My daughter, she knows I'll not be very happy if she doesn't do what she's supposed to do in class. So of course she's going to do her stuff her teacher tells her to, because she's afraid of her mama, which is good. But anyways, yeah, these kids aren't doing what they're supposed to do, some of them, in the computers. Like, we're in this day and age where I do not like them. It's something that I'm going to have to eventually learn to accept. But I don't want to. Anyways, the bullying situation in McGuffey, we've seen some devastating things go on recently. And that I'm hoping that in the next coming meeting that there is more discussion with it about bullying and what can be done to help these students when it comes to that. Something needs to be done with the situation. I do agree with the things that Monique had spoken about earlier, and I think that I had no idea there was a form to be filled out. But I do believe there needs to be more documentation. Some children are being barked at and called names. And one situation happened when a principal was in the hallway last week Not quite sure how she missed that, but, I am going to, as much as I can, get names out of my children, whoever is bullying them, and I want documentation on every single bit of it because of what's been going on. There should be documentation every single time a child is bullied or any type of situation that happens in the school. I think that we need to have like a paper trail and people eventually being held accountable. Parents need made aware of the situation. I just think that we definitely need to be doing that, and I had no idea about this, form. So I guess it's mentioned in the handbook, but I didn't know about it, and, we need documentation for these children, and I don't know what the answers are to stop this, but more parents speaking up, as you can tell. Nobody showed up. Great job, community. Like, if you're gonna sit there and bitch online about the bullying and your children, you need to show up. I'm tired of people not showing up. I have 6 children. I'm here. I take a few hours to be here. Other people need to do it too.
Thank you.
Dr. I have something real quick. Just wanted to clarify, March 24th is a Sunday, but then we're on spring break, the 25th.
I knew there was something that was.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I knew there was, that
There was something, yeah.
we were not having to pay for that, so thank you for that clarification, thank you.
Okay, we don't have anyone else, so thank you very much. At this time, I would take a motion to adjourn. Second? All those in favor? Say aye. Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries. We are adjourned at 10:54 p.m.